Alva's been good to me ever since, well, since the fire. That's true, but I'm in a new house now, a better house. Yeah, that was a shame. But now Alva takes care of me and I take care of her. All right then.
Wow, I can see you're all broke up about it, dude. What's going on, everybody? If you remember previously when we got here to Morthal to do the Dark Brotherhood contract to kill the worst bard ever in the history of all bards, we heard rumor that this guy's whole family was burned up in a house fire, and the very next day he moved in with his new hot piece of game, the town flirt.
So, life has brought you to Morthal, and to me. What purpose this serves we will no doubt see. Welcome. The divines reveal things to me at times, yes. I do not hide this. It is a gift. Anyone who believes otherwise does not and cannot understand it. Hrogar's house fire? Well, he lost his wife and daughter in the blaze. My people believe it to be cursed now. Who am I to gainsay them? Hrogar blames his wife for spilling bear fat in the fire. Many folk think he set the fire himself. Lust can make a man do the unthinkable. The ashes were still warm when he pledged himself to Alva. On rumor and gossip? No, but you, a stranger, might find the truth for us. Sift through the ashes that others are too fearful to touch. See what they tell you. Should you prove him guilty or innocent, I will reward you.
You know, when we first rolled up, I remember all the townspeople were standing outside, bitching about this lady sitting inside with her visions not doing a damn thing, and I gotta say there's something to that. Yeah, those visions are useless if you don't do anything about them.
I used to be an adventurer like
Hire us to go do what you should have done way back when. But no, just wait for things to happen on their own. Yeah, well, that doesn't usually end well. Alright, so we'll go investigate this. Here's the burned down house. And lo and behold.
Helgi, but Father says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you a stranger? The smoke woke me up. I was hot and I was scared, so I hid. Then it got cold and dark. I'm not scared anymore, but I'm lonely. Will you play with me? Okay, let's play hide and seek. You find me and I'll tell you. We have to wait for nighttime though. The other one is playing too, and she can't come out until then. I can't tell you. She might hear me. She's so close. If you can find me first, I can tell you.
Alright. Well, that's not ominous.
Huh?
Alright, Uthgerd. What is it about the AI being programmed to stand in the nearest available doorway and just be there, an immovable statue? I believe that's all followers, not just Lydia. She gets the brunt of it. Probably because she's the most common follower, but I think all followers just have to do that. This started all the way back in, like Fallout 3 with Dogmeat. In Oblivion, there really wasn't much in the way of followers, or I'm sure they'd have been doing it there too. No doubts. Alright, so still nighttime, isn't it? This is where we're supposed to find her ghost in our hide and seek. Oh, great. It just turns... you know what? I'll bet you had we gotten here just like 5 minutes ago. Alright, well, that's fine. Let me set it to, I don't know, roughly midnight or so.
Hey! Do your work.
Yeah, we got a vampire. Take that. Let. So we'll find out who this is, too.
You found me! Layla was trying to find me too, but I'm glad you found me first. Layla was told to burn Mommy and me, but she didn't want to. She wanted to play with me forever and ever. She kissed me on the neck, and I got so cold that the fire didn't even hurt. Layla thought she could take me and keep me, but she can't.
She's a vampire.
I'm all burned up. I'm tired. I'm gonna sleep for a while now.
Layla, she's dead. Ysmir's beard. She's a vampire. She's dead. Layla is dead. Layla. I thought she left to join the Stormcloaks. Oh, my poor Layla. She began to spend a lot of time with Alva. Yet just a week before, she despised her. In fact, the night she disappeared, she was supposed to meet Alva. Alva told me later that she never showed up. I never got to tell her goodbye. You think Alva? But that means... Ye gods! You think Alva is a vampire? No, you're wrong. You must be wrong. Lairlet may have met her fate out in the marsh. I refuse to believe Alva had anything to do with this. There is no way you can prove it to the Jarl. I hope Alva is not what you think.
Okay, so apparently Alva just has the entire town bewitched. Maybe not the entire town, but a bunch of people here. All the men, anyway. Although she seems to like to flirt with the girls. If I remember when we walked into the inn, she was trying to flirt with the innkeeper. So Layla was supposed to burn this guy's family for Alva, but wound up biting the kid instead. Or killing the kid first. So she wouldn't have to suffer. I don't know. And you have this piece of work. I don't care if he's bewitched or not. That's no excuse. Couldn't care less. Time for him to go. Go find this Alva character, and he's got some explaining to do.
Never should have come here.
Okay. Alright, dude. That's what you want. I wasn't happy to give it to you. I was just going to go investigate the basement first, but go ahead and show you how we deal with murderers, especially the ones that burn up their whole family for a new piece of ass. That's just, wow. What a piece of crap. Alright, well, no more bewitching for you. Okay, well, if there were any question as to what Alva is, there's no question now. People don't normally have coffin beds in their basement, right? Alright, so she's not working alone. Or at least not under her own directives. There's apparently a local vampire master. Now, I'm not going to lie. I really strongly consider just kind of leaving this quest alone. This is, I want to say, one of the harder, if not, one of the top 5 hardest fights in the game, honestly. At least in the vanilla game. Maybe there's some DLC enemies and stuff that they added that give you a pretty good challenge and stuff. But this head vampire guy, he's got a lot of cheap moves, really, if nothing else. Basically, if you're anywhere near him, and he goes into melee, he can one-shot you. I'm speaking on Legendary here, playing on Legendary, and especially when you're just running around in a fur bikini. He can basically one-shot you anywhere. He can swing his dagger and kill you from behind, if you're standing behind him, literally. Plus he's got magic, and then of course he has the vampire drain and all that on top of it. And it's all really, really strong. It's just cheap. It's a cheap fight. He's really, really overpowered. And then he has a lot of leveled vampires around him, and the thralls are usually leveled also. Anyway, you'll see. This is pretty nasty. But he needs to be taken care of before he destroys this whole town.
Innocent or not? Alva? Didn't think she had it in her. I assume you have proof? Can't go making accusations like that without proof. So it's true, the traitorous bitch. Morthal owes you a debt. Here, you were promised a reward for solving the crime, but I need one more favor from you. Morthal is still in danger. The journal mentions Movarth, a master vampire I thought was destroyed a century ago. I'll gather together some able-bodied warriors to clean out Movarth's lair. They'll be waiting outside for you to lead them. All right then.
You know, I wonder about this Jarl here. She's really a good guy or not. I don't know. Forget her useless visions that don't amount to anything anyway, but she seems to know a lot.
She's dead. Lair is dead. I want vengeance for my wife. Vengeance for Lair. We're marching on Movarth's lair, whether you come with us or not.
That's it. Vengeance for Lair. That's our war cry as we go tromping off through the marsh at 2 in the morning.
I do my best to provide them, assuming I haven't used them all up. All right then.
You know what would have been cool here is if these villagers that have gathered to go hunt down this vampire all had sickles and stuff with their torches. Sickles and pitchforks. Just bringing to mind the old movies where, they would storm the hill to go, capture Frankenstein and, the Frankenstein monster and stuff to go burn down the castle. Anyway, just crossed my mind. Thought that would be pretty cool. As something of an Easter egg, I guess. If all the villagers were standing around with sickles and pitchforks, that would have been pretty fitting right there. Alright, so we find out this big war cry and all this bravado here it falls pretty flat once you actually get to the cave entrance. No one really wants to go in. Lair's husband, he's half-hearted, but there's no warriors here. Well, other than this one actual warrior here who's, I think, the first pussy out, actually. That's alright, we'll have to go take care of it. We'd have to take care of it anyway. All these people would be insta-death, insta-killed as soon as they walk through the door, essentially.
The mill is my responsibility. And that's what I care about. That's all. Understand?
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living. They may be cowards, but I'm not. I'll go with you. I suppose you're right. I'm not a fighting man. Go, and avenge my Lair for me.
Notice they were all pretty quick to put up their weapons and say, alright, see ya. We're out of here. Okay, so essentially all the thralls in here are basically bandit plunderers. Basically. And all the vampires in here are all basically boss level, But, yeah, it's just nasty. It's just really nasty. Work our way through it. Save early, save often in here. Tell you what, if you're doing one of those personal challenge Skyrim runs where you just can't die, if you die your game's over type thing, which, sorry, I get to playing and I get to doing stuff, and, if I'm 100 hours into a game, just assuming, and I haven't died, and some friggin' saber-tooth runs out while I'm trying to pick flowers or something to make potions, and kills me right there, the rage would be real. Yeah, sorry, yeah, I don't think that's the way I want to roll. I'm totally down for challenge and stuff, but there's a line drawn between challenge and annoying. Tedious, I guess. Kind of like the whole solo nightmare thing on Inquisition, which I saw was very doable, but tedious. Lots of kiting, lots of time-consuming stuff. And that's where the game, you know, crosses over into not fun. Now, if there was some real reward for a personal challenge like that, okay. But,
Give up while you still can.
You're a fool to fight me.
here we go. And like I say, about the equivalent of a plunder, I would imagine. And they hit really hard. Oh, and everything in here can one-shot me. I mean, one shot. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no, oh, maybe try to get around a corner and heal type thing. It's like they're doing so much damage that I'm insta-dead before whatever they hit me with even hits me. Assuming they're going to make contact, that's it. I'm down. Maybe not one of these thralls with a one hand. That might be a two-shot, maybe. But any of these mercenary type guys with a two-hander, instant death. I think now it is possible maybe to withstand a spell or two from the main vampire guy. I guess that's possible. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure we're gonna see. Yeah. So his damage buff here is way through the roof, right? And then you stack legendary on top of that, and then you have limited gear and resistances on top of that. And yeah, it's pretty over the top. So I'll be careful. You'll see me save a few times in here. Get a few good save points. It's not a big cave. There's not a whole lot to it. A few vampires and a few I call them mercenaries, thralls, whatever, and then that's about it. Should be some decent loot in here though. Maybe even a skill book. Alright, so that's a really good save spot. Alright, we'll go ahead and, if Uthgar would just get out of my way, we'll go in here and get our asses kicked real quick. Uthgar herself may actually even struggle with these guys. Honestly. I've heard other players, even in forums and stuff, and on, you know, like my groups and stuff that I hang out with, they talk about this guy, and he's, yeah, just one of the harder enemies in the game. I think he's harder than the boss vampire from Dawnguard. In fact, I know he is. Honestly, I've had many more problems with this guy than I did with what's his name, Harkon, whatever. I don't remember his name, but anyway, the main vampire guy there. This guy hits much harder. Now maybe it's because by the time I get there to that other one, maybe I have a little more stuff under my belt, but I'm a decent level here. It's not bad. Already in my 30s, so it's not like I'm just coming in weak sauce, you know, but yeah, like this guy right here, one hit instantly with that hammer. He could be swinging a friggin' iron hammer, wouldn't matter. So I'm guessing in the damage calculator, however it works in the computer, that first of all their damage is scaled based on the difficulty, right? So legendary, they do 75%, almost double damage, and they take 1/4 damage, right? So they take less than half damage you would normally. Actually, they take 1/4 of the damage. It's scaled down 75%. So if you hit them for 100, you're only going to hit them for 25. And if they hit you for 100, they're going to hit you for 175. That's the discrepancy. But then I think it scales up again also based on their rank. Like this dude is I guess a step up from a Mistwalker, which I guess I believe is the highest of the you know, the vanilla just base grade vampires. I think Mistwalker is their what would you say, elders, or, you know, highest ranking ones. I think they are. Okay, so I think this Movarth guy is a step up from that. Look at this dude. I'm glad I stripped this dude of his weapons and armor. Now you see why. He'd have killed me a long time ago. As it is, I really need to heal. I really need it. Yeah. I gotta do something. don't have a lot of potions. I'm used to finding a lot more potions. I haven't been using them either. Haven't really been selling them. Seems like I normally have a lot more potions than that on hand.
I'll bathe in your blood.
Hey, get off me, dude. Yeah, even Uthgerd's having problems. I know if he hits me once melee, even with an iron dagger, I'm dead instantly. He's gonna hit me for about, what, 1,000 or plus or something ridiculous. About 5 times whatever my health is right now. That type of thing. What I really want to do is just soften him up with a few mark for deaths. Where I can get in close to him and finish him off before he can finish me off. Oh, and I believe he's immune to paralyze too, which is one of the key things in my arsenal.
I'll gut you like a horker.
But he already killed my... Wow. I'm not kidding when I say he hits hard. Look at that. He one-shot at my Atronak. True enough, it's just a fire Atronak, but still, I mean... Maybe it's because he's using lightning or something and ice. No, I don't have a Frost or Storm Atronak. Assuming I could even summon one right now. I don't think I have the magic for it anyway.
But I will have your blood.
Yeah, he's healing himself each time he does that, too. It's one thing he doesn't need is any more health. Ah, he went Inviso? Do him the honors, Uthgerd. Do him the honors. Nice shot, girl. Nice shot. That's what I'm talking about. Get him back for knocking you down about 15 times. No shit. It really, it's not over. He's the biggest threat, but all the other vampires and what do they call them, thralls around here are just as bad. You're not safe till you've cleared this cave and left. That's... Go and grab everything on this table. Looks like the dude at least had some money. Alright, so this dude's big plot was to take over the town. What he was going to do with it after that, who knows. But,
You can't hide from me.
that was his plan. I hear a Khajiit up there. Another thrall, unless it's a Khajiit vampire. How could you tell if a Khajiit was a vampire? The glowing eyes would be the only way, right? Because they already got fangs, right? They already have the teeth going. Be kind of hard to tell if their skin got all pale and veiny and undead and everything, because, well, they got fur, so...
What was that?
Alright, let me soften them up ahead of time. Get out of my way, Uthgerd. I can't take a shot from any of these. Thank you. Okay, so now these guys are up here in the closed-in room. I believe this is where our master chest is. You know, every boss has a boss-level chest somewhere around. I believe it's up here in this room, but get cornered in there, and the thrall can one-shot you, and the vampire up here will be another almost boss-level vampire, so... Yeah, I'm gonna do it the safe and cautious way down here. If I have to just wait for my shout to regen, that's fine. Hit him with 2 or 3 mark for deaths, then just about anything that hits them after that is gonna take them out. Got another Mistwalker. Okay. And a Thrall up there. I don't need that Thrall chasing me down here and one-shotting me with a hammer or something. Not cool. It's going to be interesting when we go fight the Silver Hand with the companions. Also, I'm trying to remember if they scale with you. I know sometimes the Silver Hand, especially if you get up into the, you know, the mid-teens or so, level-wise, on up, some of those Silver Hands, especially on Legendary, they're nasty. I mean, they're like Bandit Plunderers or worse. And you can run into 4 or 5 of them. Like, you'll run into one, and he doesn't have much health. You can hit him 4 or 5 times, probably take him down. Then you get another one, you got to pound on him for 20 minutes. He's like a Bandit Thug Plunderer chief or something. I mean, just totally ridiculous. And you get 2 or 3 of them around that can all 1 or 2 shot you with their swords. Yeah, it's nothing nice. Well, now, if they haven't scaled, it might actually be easier going back and doing the companions quests later. Because I would think they would have to cap at some point. they might keep getting health buffs, and if there's any silver hand mages, you know, they would have higher level spells and stuff. They'd probably be able to throw some nastier destruction magic and stuff, and summon some, you know, tougher like Atronax and things. You might have that, but I think for the most part, their health and their defense is pretty much capped at some point. So actually, maybe doing ourselves a favor, holding off on some of that. We didn't have too hard of a time the very first quest. It wasn't too bad. It was alright. Alright, so we got another good save spot. We're going to find here, around the corner, there should be an archer. Yep. And it's a one-shot. She can hit me with, she can one-shot me with any arrow. I'm going to go ahead and paralyze her and get her juiced up with a mark for death. And then I'm going to get my bitch ass up out of here. Do not shoot with an arrow, please, while I'm fleeing around the corner like a little bitch, please. Thank you very much.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
Alright, Uthgerd can take it. I can't. Her job is to tank, my job is to DPS. And heal, I guess, essentially. Need to get Uthgerd a few more potions, too. Getting to that point where she needs stronger ones. Those little minor health potions that heal 25 points, those aren't going to do her any good. She needs something a little beefier than that. I'm asking her to do a lot more. Especially when you start scaling to, like, you know, the Draugrs that have ebony weapons and all that kind of stuff. She's going to need something to keep her on her feet.
Damn you. I can take you.
There we go. Yeah, any one of those arrows would have one-shot me. Kind of cool playing like this, although I would like the ability to at least take one hit. At least one. Before going down from everything. So the light armor training is becoming really, really expensive. Time to consider enchanting a piece of armor with a light armor buff. I don't even know if I have that unlocked yet. I don't even know if I've researched anything for that on the enchanting table. Need to look next time, and if there is, if I do have any kind of light armor reinforcement, I ought to really consider that. Like I say, just enough to take one shot. Hopefully, you know, if you can get hit with a critical with an arrow and live, at least with the first one, you at least have a chance to, you know, duck around a corner and heal real quick or something. So. Alright, so we're almost done. I think we got the worst of it out of the way. We still need to find Alva herself, make her pay for her crimes. That's a must. I know she's hiding around in this cave somewhere, or she should be anyway. Go ahead and take all this crafting stuff while I'm at it. Sure enough. It's Alva right there. Go ahead and paralyze her ass. There you go. Should be another vampire around here somewhere too. Somewhere. You know, I'm gonna take those tavern clothes. Those are actually pretty rare. In fact, I don't know how many chances you actually have on getting... You know, I'll take the boots too. Didn't think of it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna run around like that with my character, but... get really bold running around on Legendary in a tavern dress. Oh, sorry, that'd be pretty funny. Alright, we definitely have an enemy over here. Assuming it's a vampire hiding around the corner. I'm going to introduce her to my little friend. Him, it, her. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so they were just all holed up in here. Ready to move into town, I guess? Tired of living in a cave? They all wanted some houses. Wonder what the Jarl actually would have really had to say about that, or if she was part of it. Or bewitched, where she'd just sit by and let it happen, or something. I don't know. She seemed to be sort of in her senses. Oh, there's a skill book. I think I've already read that one, though. Huh, Movarth's boots. Okay. That's cool. I totally forgot about those. Maybe learn an enchantment or two. Well, some of the stuff. Who knows? These are, I guess, clothes collected from all their victims. I guess she has a shoe fetish or something. That particular vampire, collecting everybody's boots. Even Movarth's. Alright, let's get out of here. That should be it. I think we've cleared the cave out. I mean, all we really had to do was kill Movarth, but really wasn't any point in not killing the rest of them, too. So yeah, with the ability of any of these enemies to one-shot you at any given time, this quest is I'm actually halfway scared of this one. Another one that I really don't like is the one where you go after Kamatu, because you fight some pretty nasty bandits on the way in, and then when you actually find Kamatu, assuming you choose to fight him, you get mobbed. You get mobbed by quite a few of those Alakir guys. And that can be really, really nasty because they all dual wield. They're all really high DPS. And Kamatu himself, they have some pretty good health too. If you can catch them all with a mark for death and live long enough to let it sink in for a while, you can pretty much cut through them all like butter. But that's the trick, is staying alive long enough. Oh, who's this?
Mother's calling me. It's time for me to sleep now. I'm so tired. Thank you for making her feel better.
Alright, let's go get our reward. I would say let the town know that they're safe, but I don't know that they are, honestly. Okay, sure enough, this vampire threat is out of the way, but I'm really not sure what's up with their Jarl. Whatever's going on here. Plus, I believe this is an Imperial settlement, or at least they're siding with the Imperials. Not everybody. Poor Laylette, she was going to go off and join the right side. And she paid for that. Alva got her hands on her. Apparently turned her into a vampire, and then... I guess she retained some of her humanity as a vampire, though. Coming back to... save Helgi from the worst part of being burned alive. I'd say we put in a good day's work, though. Got rid of vampire threat, got rid of that piece of crap who went and shacked up with the person responsible for murdering his family. You know, like I say, bewitched or not, I don't want to hear excuses. Alright, I need to make some iron arrows. I notice I'm almost out, so I can get my hand on iron ingots just about anywhere, but definitely need some firewood. Gotta remember to use firewood to upgrade my longbows, too. I've been collecting them here and there when I find them. I think I have enough stocked up in my chest back at home now to keep me supplied for the rest of the playthrough. Got a few extra sets of armor, extra longbows. I can make iron swords anytime.
Tamriel is full of wisdom and magic, if one is willing to look for it. Few have their eyes open. By the 8, I didn't think he could do it. Now maybe we can put all this behind us. Take this as a token of our gratitude. All right then.
Alright, decent amount of gold. I don't know if anything was worth having to go kill that dude, man, because, like I say, it's one of the nastier fights in the game. But, hey, got through that, so that's a good thing. You get through the harder stuff, then gives you a little hope for the easier stuff, right? Alright, so not sure exactly where we'll go from here, but at least we got that out of the way. Brought a little justice to the town. You know, I'll tell you what, we've had Nettlebane in our inventory forever. Why don't we go deal with the whole Gildergleam thing? How about that? Alright, if you want to subscribe, click that button up top if you haven't already. And if you want to catch the rest of this Let's Play up to this point, click that image there in the middle. It should take you to the playlist. Alright, appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.